Welcome to this update. In today's update, I'll be showing you practical steps how if you live in the UK and you wish to drive, you can actually apply and register for the UK provisional driving license right from the comfort of your home online. Now, if you're new to this channel, this is Naija TV, an information blog where we give out news, information, and education updates on daily and weekly basis. Now, if you're just coming to this channel for the first time, do well to subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up. You have any comments or inquiries, drop them right at the comment section, and I'll be glad to respond to them. All right. Now, if you want to apply for the United Kingdom provisional driving license, if you watch this video from the beginning to the end, you will be properly guided on practical live session how I personally applied for the provisional driving license and also paid with my credit card right in this video. So make sure you stick to this video to the end and you will see how you can do it yourself or your loved ones. All right, now what is the UK provisional driving license? The UK provisional driving license enables immigrants or residents who wish to start driving in the UK to commence the UK driving process. All right, because the UK has got a driving process, you must go through the various tests, the theory and the practical test. All right, so before you can take part in all this exercise and how you can register, you must first of all make sure that you're 15 years and 9 months old and you're a legal resident in the UK. Okay, you must have a valid means of identification like your biometric residence permit card, your international passport, and any valid government ID for your verification. Okay, you must have a real residence and postcode here in the UK. And now this application can be done online or offline. And the cost for the application, if you're applying online, it's £34 if you're applying online. Now, if you're applying offline via the post office, it's £43. So you decide which one you want to go for, whether online or offline. All right. So having said this, I'll take you straight to the practical session, how I demonstrated how you can apply online by yourself, pay with your credit card right from the comfort of your home. I'll see you right there. Bye-bye. All right, so now I will be showing you practical steps on how you can apply for the UK provisional driving license. So to get to this point, just check the description of this video, visit our blog and click on that link right there in the blog and it will get you up to this point. So once you're on those points, click on start now. It says before you start, we'll now ask you a few questions. Now it brings you to this page. You scroll down at this page. It says you will need to provide the following: your email and password if you have a driver and vehicles account, your identity document number. You can use a UK passport, a non-UK passport, biometric residence permit, biometric residence card, national identity card, and all that. So take notes, make sure those documents are handy. Then you click on continue. It says, have you been issued with a Great Britain provisional driving license before? I'm going to say no. Continue. Where is your current address? I live in England currently, so I'll be using myself as an example in this practical video. So before you continue, you will need to provide a valid photo and signature for your provisional license. You click continue on this device. So, do you intend to live in the UK for more than 185 days in each calendar year? Of course, I will say yes. Continue. Have you lived outside of the UK in the last 12 months? Yeah, I'll say yes. Then I'll put my country. Not in the UK. If you're not outside the UK in the last past 12 months, you don't need to choose yes. You just say no. So I'll say continue. Are you currently disqualified from driving in the UK? I'll say no. Continue. Can you meet the legal eyesight standard for driving? I'll say yes. So you can see the legal eyesight standard. You must be able to read a number plate from 20 meters. Okay. You must not have been told by a doctor or optician that your eyesight is currently worse than 6 stroke 12 decimal. That's 0.5 on the Snellen scale. So hence you're sure that you've got a good eyesight. You just click yes and you say continue. Do you have or have you had you say, do you have or have you ever had any of the following medical conditions? Diabetes, epilepsy, any condition affecting both eye, any condition, total loss of eyesight, total loss of sight in one eye, and all that. So you check the list, whichever one you know you have such health challenge, you might need to be sincere and click yes. But for myself, I don't have any of them, so I will say no. Driver and vehicle account. Create an account or sign in. Create an account is a new, easier way to transact with DVLA. So in this page, it says if you do not have a driver and vehicles account, then you will need to confirm your identity. So you just click continue. Now it says, what is your email address? So I'll put in my email address. Make sure you put in your correct email address. Enter code to confirm your email address. I'm going to log into my email. They want to confirm my email address if it's actually active. Now you can see the email right here in my box, DVLA security code. So I'll copy this code. The code expires in 5 minutes time. So I'll paste the code right here and click continue. You say, what is your mobile number? So I'll put in my mobile number. I'll click continue. You say, enter a code to confirm your mobile number. I just received a code right now. So I'll put in the code. I received the code in my phone. I'll put in the code now. So what they are doing, they are verifying my phone number and my email address. Continue. Please, you continue. Before you continue, you will need to prove who you are. You will need a UK passport. A passport that expires within the last 12 months can be used. If you do not have a UK passport, you will need one of the following. Take note: a non-UK passport, a biometric residence card, a biometric residence permit, BRP, national identity card. You may also need national insurance number, your Great Britain driving license. Now, if you do not have the UK passport, you can use a non-UK passport. You can use a biometric residence card or biometric residence permit card or any of the following. So confirm that. So do you have the identity documents to continue? I'll say yes. It says so the DVLA conducts research on behalf of the Department for Transport about motoring and road safety. This research helps in the development of future services. Taking part could involve us sending you surveys to ask about your experience and views on the service. Yes, I'm interested to partake in that research. It says, would you like to partake in this research? I'll say yes, I'm interested to partake in that research. I'll click yes. If you don't want, you say no. It says, how would you like to be contacted? I consent to being contacted by email, so I'll choose this, or you can choose this consent to be contacted by phone, but I'm okay with email. So I'll say continue. Enter your details exactly as they appear on your identity card. So what's your sex? I'm male. I'll put in my details, first and middle name, and put in your last name. You click continue. What is your date of birth? You put that in. Your postcode for the system to search out your address. So you say find address. Then you select your address. It says, is this address correct? So you verify if your address is correct or not. So mine is correct. I'll click yes, continue. It says, how long have you lived at this address? I'll put that. So I'll put in that and I'll say continue. You say, was your previous address in Great Britain? Yes, I'll say yes. And I say continue. You say find your previous address. So I'm going to put in my postcode of my previous address in the UK for the system to search out my address. You have to be sincere when doing this. Don't hide anything. So I'll put in the postcode of my previous address and click find address. It says, is this address correct? I'll say yes, it's correct. Continue. How long did you live in this address? I'll put that in. So I'll click continue after putting that information. Continue. It says check your details, personal details, if they are correct. So I'll confirm that. So once you confirm all the information you provided are correct, you just scroll down and click on confirm and continue. Now it says what identity document do you have? It says this will be used to confirm your identity. So in this page, you're meant to choose your valid means of identification. So for myself, currently I don't have a UK passport. So I'm going to use a non-UK passport. I'll select this and click continue. It says, did you use your non-UK passport to apply for an online immigration status from the Home Office? Now, we choose our passport because we use that I used that during my visa application to the UK. Yeah. So it says, did you use your non-UK passport to apply for an online immigration status? I'll say yes. Continue. It says, enter your passport number. So I'm going to put that in. Make sure you put in the right passport number. So once you put that in, you click continue. It says, what is your nationality? So you put that in. I'm a proud Nigerian. So I'll choose my nationality. I'll click continue. It says we have been unable to verify your identity as this service is new. You will need to apply using your old online service. Sorry, using our old online service. That's not a problem. So you click apply using old online service because I don't have a UK passport. All right. Now, it brings us to the driver and vehicle licensing agency office, which is under the UK government. So it says apply for a provisional license. Take note of these instructions here. It means that use only these buttons here. Don't use these ones here. Only use these ones and those ones here. So okay, so you click on next. This stage, you need to fill in your details correctly. Probably the way they look in your passport, your international passport. Make sure everything is correct. The fields marked with asterisks are compulsory and mandatory. You must supply them. Okay, so I'll start with title. Is to avoid complexities, make sure you fill your name here the way they appear on your passport. All right, make sure this place is for your surname the way it is in your passport. This is very important because any mistake here might impact negatively. because it says otherwise from what is in your passport. Okay, choose date of birth, the month, the way it is in your passport. Choose the country you are. I'm currently in the United Kingdom. So I'll click next. Search for your address. So you can see it's a whole lot of process in getting a provisional driver's license. I'll put in my postcode. Once I put in my postcode, I'll click next, and to bring down a whole lot of addresses for me to choose one. I'll choose my address and I'll click next. So you confirm if the postcode is correct, you click next. So at this stage again, they want you to provide the duration you lived in this address, your current address. So I'll put that in and I'll click next. So at this stage now, they want you to provide your last address for the last 3 years. So I've provided one. I need to provide the next one. So I'll click on add address to, and I'll click next for it to search for the address. So I'll pick the address, click next. So it picks the address. So I'll click on next. Now I need to get how long I live there. So I haven't filled that in. You click next. So I need to fill in the third address, which is in Nigeria. So I'll click on add address, address 3. Take note, in this page where I need to add my third address, which is outside the UK, I don't have a postcode for that address. So instead of putting the postcode here, I'll just put in, I'll click on other ways to enter your address. Click here. So I'm going to choose your street and town because I don't have a postcode in my Nigerian address. All right, so I'm going to choose this. The Nigerian system does not work with postcode system. So I'm going to choose your street and town and click continue. You say house name or number, street and all that. So I'm going to fill that in. So once I fill my Nigerian address, I'll click next. Once you fill your Nigerian address, you click next. So I think that option didn't work. So I'm going to use a non GB, that's Great Britain address. So I'll choose this option. Click next. And I'll choose my country. Next. You say, how long did you live there? So I'll put the duration. I'll click next. So once you get to this page, wherein your 3 previous addresses plus your current addresses have been captured, you click next. All right, so you need to consent for them to do a background check with your details. All right, so it's a consent section. So you fill in your details here, your birth, your mother's maiden name, and all that, your telephone number, your home number, and you click continue. It says national insurance number. So you put that in. So once you put in your NI number, you click next, you retype it and click next. You put in your passport number and you retype your passport number. You will need to enter your passport number without the alphabet and make sure it is up to 9 digits. All right. So you can get your passport number right below your photograph on your international passport. Just check below your photograph on your international passport. I'm talking about the Nigerian passport. I don't know what your passport is, but for the Nigerian passport, you can find your passport number right below your photograph. So I'll put that in. I'll click next. So it takes us to this point. Photo and signature. Please indicate below how you wish to proceed. Attempt to retrieve my passport photo and signature for use on my driving license. I declare the photo to be a true likeness. Do not attempt to retrieve my passport. So I'm going to choose this option. Attempt to retrieve my passport. It says, please note, if you do not want to use your passport or photo and signature, you will have to send these to us by post. Yeah, it was like this before manually, but they've digitized the system such that you don't need to send your physical passport anymore. Previously, you have to send your original passport down to them for them to get your photograph and your signature. That manual process led to so many people misplacing their original passports. So with this new method now, you don't need to go submit that anymore. So you select this option for them to retrieve your international passport from the UK government website. So I'll click next. Now it says, have you lived in another country in the last 12 months? I'll say yes. Disqualifications, you must declare any current disqualification in the United Kingdom. Are you currently disqualified from driving? No. I'll click next. Which country have you lived in the last 12 months? So I'll choose my country, Nigeria. This is peculiar to me. I don't know about your own case. What date did you come to live in the UK? So you choose the date. So your eyesight. Before answering the question, you must read the eyesight standard for driving on the right hand side of this page. Can you meet the legal eyesight standard for driving? I'll say yes. Do you need to wear glasses or corrective lenses to meet the standard? I'll say no. I'll click next. Fitness to drive, medical questions. Please only tick any medical conditions that you currently suffer from or have ever suffered from, which you have not told us about before, told us about before. So they want you to declare if you have any health issues or challenges, you have to tick them. Yeah, so it's personal. So I don't have any of these issues or sickness or medical conditions. I'll click next. Fitness to drive, medical declaration. You have answered that you do not suffer from any of the medical conditions on the previous page. Now I confirm that I do not suffer from any from and have never had any of the conditions listed previously. So I'll click this and say next. So I'm going to choose this option. I'd like to complete my DVLA driving license application first, all right, before talking about any organ donation or whatever. So I'll choose this, type the email, and click next. Declaration. Please confirm this declaration by clicking in the box. I've done that, so I'll say next. Check your answers. Make sure you verify all the information you have provided. If they are correct, you check all that. Once you think they are okay, now the cost for this application is £34 because I'm applying online. If I'm applying offline, it's £43. So I'll confirm this whole detail is correct here. I'll click next. Now this is the time to make payment for this service. So you can pay with your debit card or your credit card. I'm going to use my debit card right now to pay £34. So I'll fill in my card details here and click pay now. So once you have filled in your correct card details, take note if you have any challenges about this, just drop your questions right at the comment section. I'll respond to them. So once you fill this, you click pay now. It's so important. Confirmation details. In order to complete the application, DV requires you to do one or more things. You must send some information to the DVLA. Okay, name, that's my name, application reference number, driving before your license, Um, Now, driving before your new license arrives, you must not drive until you receive your driving license and the license becomes valid. Your health. So, the payment has been done. The £34 payment has been done. Um, so I'll click on next. Now it says you have completed your transaction. Thanks for visiting gov.uk. All right, welcome back. Now, in this video, I showed you a live session how I applied for a UK provisional driving license live on this video, and I was able to make payments with my debit card. Okay, now you've applied and paid for the provisional driving license. It usually takes up to say 1 week or more. If you had applied online, it takes 1 week or more for your license to be sent to your postcode you provided. All right, so keep an eye in your post box within 1 week or more. If you had applied online, it could take 1 week or more, but if you applied offline via the post office, it might take more than 1 week for your provisional driving license to arrive at your postcode. Now you've watched this video to this end. If you have any questions, comments or inquiries, drop them right below this video comment section. Drop them right there. Check the video description for the various links you need to connect to start the registration process. If this video has given you any value, do well to support us by giving this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, share this video to those who might need it. Thank you for coming by. I will see you again in the next update. Bye bye.